to tack on one more. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. The deficit is large. Hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
Stanford comes to the line, and that first down marker is a long way away. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Pocket breaking down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. Inside, and he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, USC.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Rides to back and leaves it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They feed him again. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on. Turn the page to the next game.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He takes it at the 45. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. toe to leather, and we'll get started. Here he comes with the return. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Ready to kick it off and get this game started. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Trojans offense will have the ball first. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups, high-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly?
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here defensively to have any chance in this one. And I'll tell you the hard part about stopping this offense, David, it's what Chip Kelly used to always say.
Oh, he's got some space. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
And the Trojans come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Rides the back on the option to give. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw. It's Morton. Under fire. Grab near the sticks. It's Green. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Give to the fullback. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Going for 6. Touchdown, Southern Cal! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Rice's offense will take the field for the first time. And this running game, Jesse, which has been suspect, is going to run into a stone wall in that linebacking core.
I think the big question then is, how is this offense going to have any balance in this game? They need to find creative ways to run the football. We've seen this linebacker shut down.
Turning it on! Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield at St. Clair. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built a lead.
Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll field the punt. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Running back searching for a hole.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Rushes on him. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was all me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on. And don't complicate things. Give it to the big fella. By the way, the fullback who blocks all the time, does all the dirty work. Hand it to him. Let him plow ahead, Palmer, and get that first down.
Are we in a time warp? Like, what year is this? This is 1995. We're handing off to fullbacks again. That's a play that is basically extinct now in college football, but I love it.
Touchdown, Trojans! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner will be knocked down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They go to the ground. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And the Trojans will kick it away to crank up the second half. Looking for blockers. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. Under fire. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
And the Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pressure coming. Makes the grab on the left side. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Breaks into the open. Past the 50. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Trojans. The defense putting points on the board.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield, you're trying to find an open guy, you're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you, they knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Coming out with it, it's Martinez. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. Quickly out to the tight end.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
They'll try the run. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this third period. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. After swapping into the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you can try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points in the scoreboard.
So after hitting bankrupt, spinning that wheel of fortune, now this offense can tack a little more onto the lead. They have it for touchdown USC, and they take it in for 6 more points.
No monkey business. First down, come downhill, run the fullback. He gets in the end zone. Let's not make any bones about this. Be physical, run that thing, block those guys up front. Nice job by this offense taking care of business in the red zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting.
And the sack all the way back at the 5. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You wonder about that play call on 3rd and long, maybe just trying to get themselves a little bit more real estate, but it didn't fool the defense. They create another negative play now deep in the opponent's territory. The defense has just been dominant on this drive.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. There he goes. Headed to the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Lining up to add another. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it back. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.